She says All We Imagine as Light won the New York Critics Award. It has been nominated for a few awards. There is a very good chance that it will be up for Golden Globe. Is it getting good press in India? If no, why? You wanna go ahead with
It's
that
not,
first?
it's not really, and I don't understand why. Uh, because see, for me, I know who are talking about those films because I see those pages. I keep updated in that circle. So if I look at from that view, I'm like, these people who should be talking about this film, they're talking about it. But I think in a generic mass level, or I mean, it's not a mass film. Obviously, it won't appeal to everybody. But I'm saying generally in the mainstream, also people are not talking about it. I have not seen it. People like pages like Filmfare, you know, because they have a huge following, or say Pink Villa for that matter. They should be talking about films like these, but they are too busy doing PR for Bollywood actors. So what can we do?
Yeah. I think it's also the fact that, so like the pages you talked about, so
Yeah,
that kind of PR is not free, first of all. So
yeah, true.
those big Bollywood budgeted films have a separate budget for that kind of a PR. I don't think a
Yeah,
film like All We Imagine is like, would have even thought about keeping a budget like that for
yeah,
PR. I mean, they must have had something in mind, but
correct.
not to this extent. And I just thought that once it won these awards, and I think it got a standing ovation at Cannes as well. I
Yeah,
just thought that the press will now at least pick it up themselves, because it's a huge deal to win the second. I think it won
yeah,
the second
yeah,
prize at Cannes,
exactly.
and it was also in the race for Oscar. I think I heard the most absurd thing coming from the censor board, who sends films. So when they sent Lapata Ladies for
Hmm.
Oscar entry from India, they were asked why was All We Imagine Is Light wasn't sent, and they said that we didn't get an Indian feel from it, we got a European film feel from this. I
I
mean,
don't know what to say.
I
Like
would rather take that as a
there's
compliment.
no logical explanation for this,
I would
honestly.
I would take that as a compliment, that if the look and feel of the film is European,
Yeah,
that means they've made a really international film, and
correct.
it's shot in Mumbai and parts of Maharashtra, so that kind of does make it rooted to India, and it's completely in Malayalam and Marathi and
Yeah.
Hindi a little bit. There's no much English as well. So I don't know, what on what basis they were. Maybe just they were too inclined towards Lapata Ladies because
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
PR it got, and because of the names it has got
Yes,
involved. But
yes.
I think All We Imagine would have had a fair, would have been a fair shout as well at that
Correct.
level. And I don't think that that is the only parameter anyway to judge this film,
True. True.
because as Shelley also said, it has been nominated for a few awards. It's already won New York Critics Award. So
Yeah.
in the longer run, people see. I don't see any way Lapata Ladies making it to the final race. So people will forget which movie was sent from 2024
Yeah.
from India, but people will remember All We Imagine got a standing ovation at Cannes. All We
Yeah.
Imagine won all these awards,
Correct.
and little bit of audience which is interested in this film is actually making an effort to go and watch it in theaters. I've been
True.
following the director of this film on Twitter. She's so hell bent on uh, getting the aspect ratio right of this film in theaters, because this is not shot in the usual aspect ratio. It's
Okay.
that square one, the 1:1.
Okay, okay, okay. All
So
right.
she has been tweeting so much about this, that please go and ask the cinema owners and the managers there to be, if they're showing it the full screen way, that's not the right way, because it gets stretched and the picture quality is bad.
Oh,
So
wow.
so people who find good films, or who are a sucker for good stuff like this, they will eventually find All We Imagine. They will go and watch it.
True.
uh, I recommend you as well, if you get time, if it's still playing in Delhi. I
Okay,
don't
I
know if
would have
it's
watched
playing.
it. I would have watched it. Now, no, now it's not playing. I would have watched it, but that phase I was not watching anything, and but I'm now waiting. The moment it drops, I'm gonna watch it. So yeah,
I would.
I just hope. So see, the media will only pick it up if something wins the Oscar. Now the documentary Elephant Whisperers, when it won, nobody first knew about the film,
Yeah.
but once it won the Oscar, everybody's like, oh, suddenly everybody loves the documentary, huh? A mainstream media is talking about a documentary, so it's like that only. Unfortunately, it's after the win everything gets hyped up, but not before.
And I've heard that it still hasn't got any OTT deal logged as well. So
Hmm.
uh, that's also another drawback of not having big names associated to your project.